I know people go, whatever. We are removed from slavery, feeling inside of us like the real slave. You were born in Chicago, you live in the house, and all that. You're not a slave from back then. So our mentality is not connected like slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like that. We may have a different kind of way of thinking of slaves. We're entrenched here, and why should I leave? No, you should treat me better, or like you said, which I believe in more. We should come together. Hello, people. Come together and support, build homes and stuff in black communities. Do more of that kind of stuff. But I'm not leaving. I got a Mercedes here, man. I ain't leaving. You crazy? I know all I know, man. I ain't driving that thing to Africa. And I've been to Africa. Let me be honest with you. Them Africans ain't too happy to feel like you stick there. They seen the bullshit we going through and how we think and stuff. We don't think like Africans like they do. So that ain't happening. So.
Kiana, let me bring you in and propose that same question to you. Why do you think, we continue to stay and build and live here as opposed to leaving? Or, why don't we take the time to, or not that we don't, but why do you feel like we don't see us creating our own? And I'll bring an example, with Kyrie Irving, what we're seeing, as soon as he spoke out about something, he was criticized for it, or Dave Chappelle, and I can name a few others, or why don't we create our own?
First of all, where are we going to go? Second of all, we're not. And the reason I'm saying that is because, if we were to pick up and go to Africa, first of all, the infrastructure is not even there to sustain us getting there. There are people who don't even have Zelle or PayPal or Cash App or the financial infrastructure in Africa. I'm not saying that it cannot be. I am saying that it's almost like there's not even regular power grids there. There's not even, and the reason I know this is when I was going to move to Africa, in my contract, I had to make sure that I would have a generator. I would have this. I would have that. And so there are certain things that we have become accustomed to that they do not have. There's not a water filtration system there that can sustain. There are people who drink out of the sewer and are okay with it. They're not okay with it, but that is their life. So here's what I will tell you. But I'm not opposed to going anywhere. What I am saying is we can't get ourselves together with all the amenities, with all the infrastructures, with all the quote unquote freedoms. We can't get ourselves together here. We're not united, not in the body, not in our spirit. We're not united in our mind. Our neighbors. We're supposed to be able to, love our neighbors as we love our family. But guess what? That is my enemy. We don't support each other. Our families don't. We can't rely on each other. So my thing is that we pick up and go to Africa, and then what? Because first of all, we don't even understand the value of family the way that they value family there. The infrastructure of the family. I'm not saying it don't happen, but I am saying over there, the father does not abandon the wife, and the father doesn't. He makes sure.
Watch out now.
You got single women who are now driving CDL trucks because where's the husband? But the men around here are random persons. So it's a whole lot more things that is going to come into play. Okay, we're going to pack up and build a country or build an island somewhere. We're going to argue over who's going to be the mayor, the president, the governor, who's going to be the leader. Girl, I'm staying right here, and I'm going to make my life the best that I can make it right here. But what I will tell you, that until we fully understand the issues that we have in our community, we're going to go over there and have the same issue.
Mr. Nathaniel, let me bring you in because I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Why do you think we continue to stay here in America? Being the experience that we've had instead of either A, leaving, or two, creating our own infrastructure.
Come on, Bishop.
So several reasons. When you read Deuteronomy 28:48, I want you to listen very good to this. This is one of the curses that fell on us as a people. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, meaning your enemies will control the food industry, and in thirst, meaning your enemies will control the water industry, and in nakedness, meaning your enemies will control the clothing industry, and in want of all things. Your enemies will control medicine, science, education, religion, everything. Then it says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. We're the only race that have yokes of iron on our neck and are mentally destroyed now. Because we're proud to say we don't have yokes of iron no more, but we're mentally destroyed. We are destroyed mentally. And everything the sister said about our mentality, we take it over to Africa and destroy everything. Because we're not.
All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashim Dash, and double honors to the apostle and elders, the great millstone, peace, salutation to you brothers doing this work of sincerity and truth, the hope for elect, the brothers waiting every day, patient for Yahweh Shemel Shah to return, so we get out this place. Say peace, salutation to you brothers, man. All right, question, hey, this thing is crazy, man, because hey, and I can't. And as I'm listening to it, I wonder where this African thing come from. When you say you're Israelite, what they negate that the fact that Israel is Israel, all right, and we're not Africans, all right. What is this African Israelite? So this is something that I'm not understanding. With even with Bishop Nate when he was speaking, he didn't really put in the fact that what are y'all talking about? You know, we're Israelites. You know, we're not the Africans. Oh, because didn't get that breakdown, but hey, maybe he did. You know, maybe I missed it or something. I don't know. Um, so you get the definition hand from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Let me get that real quick. All right, this is from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. All right, it says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, probably about 96, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Libyan, um, Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right, so you got the Mizraim, you got Mizraim, Cush, Put, and Canaan. Okay, all right. What's funny is they put Canaan. All right, so which are the South Africans? They said his indecent. So he said he said this was Ham. Ham is the forefather, the children of the land of Ham, but it says not the Negroes. So that's just a point I want to bring out with that. Okay, so I never understood about it while the Bishop Nate didn't correct that African nonsense that it was coming on. You know, hey, you call me a hater all you want, but hey, it didn't make no sense. But Jake want to stay here, right? They want to indulge, but hey, we're not gonna leave here in boats of Zion, the cruise ships of Zion, whatever. All right. First, let's get here real quick how they speaking. All right. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children." This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children," saith the Lord, "that take counsel, but not of me." All right. It says, "That cover with the covering, but not of my spirit." Okay, so you cover with a cover, but not of the Heavenly Father's spirit, man. You went to every way of this society. All right. You want to live in the world that you're given, but you don't understand that you're gonna be forced one way or another, vaporized or taken, all right, out of this place when the thermonuclear destruction hit. It says, "But not with my spirit," because you're not of your Heavenly Father's spirit, right? Even though the Lord His Spirit is being awakened now, as we see the things that's happened on with the Kyrie and Kanye West situation. You see a lot of these people coming to Israel, but there's a lot of Jake been coming to Israel, but a lot of Jake been playing, man. They were thinking it's okay to maybe not have. We say we have 100% truth, and these guys just try to deny it, and just so they can have, just so they won't have to back that up. Okay, they may add sin to sin. All right, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of fear. So they want to stay under here and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So they trust in this place, man. They trust in this place where they can eat. They're going to be able to rely on themselves. You can be self-sufficient. You can make money. You think that this thing going to happen with Look what the Lord said in verse 3. He said, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh," okay, this place, the covenant, your president, or the thing that you indulge in this world, shall be your shame, and the trust in the shadow, and the trust in this place, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. So it's going to be a confusion, man. All right, upon you when you see the lights cut off, and you see the food shortages. All right, when you see that. That the Edomites that you thought that your job was cool, is now he's actually pull the gun out on you. All right, them horns gonna come out. Right, you think this entertainment gonna be going on? Niggas always want to jangalang, okay? Do the ham bone, okay? They want to be they always want to be entertainers. Goddamn, what they call those gestures, okay? All right, let's jump down to 5. It says, and they are all ashamed of a people that could not profit them or to be at help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. So it's gonna be a big reproach against you Jake, man. All right, when it's all come down the head, man. When you see that, ain't gonna be no more work in this place. Okay, let's go to 31. Okay, it says, woe. Verse 31 it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt. So the Heavenly Father telling you, this is Egypt, Assyria. This is Babylon. All right. The latter-day Greco-Roman Empire roll into one, man. All right. It says, for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, man. You trust in this military. You trust in this man's his military. Okay. You trust in it. That's why he says it's going to be a shame, because they are many. And in horsemen, because they are very strong. All right. Because you see that, hey, nobody ever even touched this place. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. All right. Okay. It says, let me see. Let me write that down in my head before I forget it. Okay. All right. It says, but because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. See, they don't understand. You come back to the Heavenly Father, the things you want to be that broke, not woke. You think that having a Mercedes Benz, we're gonna have chariots, bro. We're gonna have things that's beyond defined expectation. We're gonna have things that's gonna be we're just gonna have wealth, we're gonna have riches, but we gotta go through the furnace to earn this, man. We're gonna have to go through all this to have the things that we look for in the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. We have to strengthen ourselves in our power, man. But hey, look at them. Hey, I got a Mercedes Benz. Oh no, I'm gonna keep going here till I get. Man, we don't care about that. That ain't how you going out. You going? Hey, when they go down, it ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be able to drive or float or get out of here. All right, it's gonna be divine spiritual help, man. I'm gonna get those. Say, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words. But see, the Lord, when this go down, the Lord ain't gonna call back the thing that's about to happen, man. But will arise against the house of the evildoer and against the help of them that work iniquity, and they're least of this place. All right, because that little minute shit that's going down about Kyrie Irving, but all that is it's a major thing. If they gonna try to make it tuck it in the news, all right? They call it anti-Semite. Man, we don't care about that. We know who the Semites are, okay? It says now the Egyptians are men and not God, all right? And their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that help shall fall, and he that is hoppling shall fall down, and they shall fall together. So everybody that come against the Heavenly Father and his men is gonna fall. All right, that come against his in that day, man. All right, because it's gonna be destruction on this land before that, man. They said they're gonna throw their gold and silver in the streets. Let me get that too. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Why they gonna do that? Because it ain't gonna mean nothing. Shit. All right. This is spirit too. Okay. So, matter of fact, I can link that. So verse 4 it says, "For thus saith the Lord, the Lord spoken unto me, like as a lion and a young lion roaring in his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of the voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill for the hill thereof." So the Heavenly Father saying, no matter what they gonna do, like a lion come against a lion gonna steal, he ain't gonna stop because of their noise. It's gonna keep coming, man. All right. They said, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem? And that's going to be in our that's how we're going to get out of here. Matter of fact, let me read it again. Verse 5. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, defending. Also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. All right. So you guys are talking about going back to Africa and stuff like that. You're Israelites, man. All right. And he's going to defend Jerusalem. Right. Jerusalem is the people. It's a people for the place. All right. Even though the land is called Israel. So we're not going back to Africa. The Heavenly Father is going to come save us out of this land, okay? All right? Okay? And all the idols that you did, Lord, hey, you're going to have, those going to be destroyed with this place, okay? All right? So turn ye unto him, turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted, okay? Turn back. We're going to have to turn back, but see, our people are using the fact that they don't see the Lord, so they don't out of sight, out of mind. All right, I make a little money here, and I can keep on going. All right, but they about to drop the dollar. So what is you gonna do? All right, y'all start eating each other. All right. Yep. So it says, for in that day, every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your hands have made unto you for a sin. Okay, so all that little money you got, all right, they're gonna cast that shit away. Matter of fact, let me go here to Ezekiel, and then I'm gonna go back. Ezekiel 7 and 19, I believe. Ezekiel 7 and 19, it says, and they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in that day of wrath. So that day of wrath, when that comes, all that stuff you got in your riches, you ain't gonna be able to preserve your life. If you idiots, and that's back to Africa shit ain't even part of our thing, because the Lord's we're gonna return to Zion. We're gonna return to Israel, all right, of the Lord, and they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because of it is a stumbling block of their iniquity, even their least of this land. So this place is gonna get put in the fucking a blender, all right. The Heavenly Father gonna make this place fall off the map, man. All right, it's gonna be seen. They gonna say the revolution will not be televised. Shit, them boats seeing it off the coast. They're gonna wail, because they say what type of place is this? That's what it's all about in this place, America. But we even in no cars and boats. Okay, we can even we live in the style if the Lord receive you in that, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me go back to that. Okay. That the scripture, okay, verse 5. Let's go to verse 5. Let me see if there's a link. Okay, I go right here. This is, let me read verse 5 again. This is Isaiah 31 and 5. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, and defending also he will also deliver it and pass it over. He will preserve it. All right, through the Spirit. Let's go to the 60th chapter. All right, let's go here to verse 60. Okay, it says, I wonder if that's a good one. Why would I put that? There's a reason I picked that. Okay, let's see. It says, verse 8. This is Isaiah 68. This is not a good one in a sense. So let me go here. I'll read it anyway. It says, who are these that fly as clouds and as the doves to the windows? Okay, so it was, if you read it, I'm going to read it from, well, the clouds. Let's get the clouds. Say thickets, say dense. It's giving you actual clouds. So, sometimes the blue letter and the Mysore go off too, because they come with the same type of thing. But I'm going to go to here to Zechariah real quick. Is it Zechariah or Zephaniah? Is that it? Let's say this should be it. This is it, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. So all these nations that fought against us, man, all this false way, all the people that have some type of, all the nations, right? Their flesh shall consume away. That's not it. Shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay, it's I'm trying to figure Zephaniah. Is it Zephaniah? Let me get it. I think it is. I know it's in one of these. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, this is Zechariah chapter 5:1. Zechariah 5:1. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll." Okay, and he said unto me, "What seest thou?" He says, I answered, "I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits." And then said he unto me, "This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that still shall be cut off as on this side to it, and or everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it." So they basically, that's the curse that's gonna come. All right, and that's the same way we're gonna leave and leave. All right. So hey, y'all can have this place, man. Let me go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah, I think it's 11 chapter and 16. Okay. It says, verse 6. Let's start at 14. It says, "But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west." And over here in the western hemisphere, "they shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hands upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them." All right. So it says, "And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the rivers, and shall smite it even in the seven streams, and make men go over the dry shod, just like in Egypt." Okay, "and there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from the Syria, like as it was to Israel in the day that it came out of the land of Israel." So we ain't not gonna be leaving on boats, man. We're gonna leave in a ship. We're gonna be out in the atmosphere, man. Hey, so really, you know, you guys that, I should have just stayed on this point, but you guys that want to stay here, hey, this is let's go here, Luke 6 and 24. All right, so you're discussing that shit. Okay, it says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation," man. Okay, woe unto you that are full, because you got money. Okay, you might not be super rich, but you got enough. And you not thought about the Heavenly Father. "For ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep." And that's what they were doing. They were doing that. They was making fun, basically even what the bishop was talking about, Bishop Nate, okay? All right, although Bishop Nate should have said something about that African stuff. All right, it seemed like he left it there on purpose. Woe unto you when all men should speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. So you got a lot of false prophets out here that's standing in there and bringing those things out to the world about Africa. Even that Kyrie, that dude he wicked, man. And his shoes had all type of satanic emblems on it, man. All right, and all these things that you talking about going back to Africa, but hell, you want to stay down in Egypt, you gonna feel what Egypt gonna give you, man. You're gonna trust in that, and they're gonna turn and destroy you, man. Okay, so hey, the riches ain't gonna save you in that day. Okay, and the scripture tell you about woe to you rich, man. All right, and you guys want to stay there. Okay, so hey, really with that, I'm gonna give all praises. Peace, salutation, brother. Shalom.